And I came with my samples, 8 pages of a book called Youngblood, and my own characters, and I passed them around in the true story. I mean, this is like a fairy tale. So let's say on this side was a bunch of independent publishers, and down, then you do the horseshoe and come down and Marvel's here. I was intent on avoiding Marvel at all costs, because welcome, I started early, but this is a boring story that you don't care about anyway. So, because I didn't think I was ready for Marvel Comics. And there was Eclipse Comics, Dark Horse Comics had just launched. Eclipse, Dark Horse, Kamiko. I don't know who was over here, but it was DC, somebody, First Comics, and then Marvel. And I went with I prepared, I had read online. I'm 19 years old, okay? If I'm not drawing comics, I'm emptying the trash on the back of a truck, which is fine, if that's what you can do. I believe do the job you can do, but I was not good at math. You certainly didn't want me to operate on you. I wasn't gonna be a doctor, a lawyer, anything smart. Nothing smart was in my future, but I could draw, and I drew all the time. And I was ready to, I graduated at 17 years old, high school, senior year, 1985, I was 17. So I turned 18, and in was it 86 or 87? It's one of those years. They had the first WonderCon. And so me and my friend Hank got in our car. We drove up. My aunt and uncle lived in San Jose. We spent the night there. We got up the next day, drove an hour here. And like I said, every single publisher, I had my 8.5 by 11 copies of my work. And I handed it to Kamiko, and they handed it back. We're not hiring. Oh, scratch one opportunity. Next, Dark Horse. Yeah, we only publish 2 books right now. We're not hiring. Oh, my dreams are just being destroyed every 10 feet, right? Yes, come on in, Deadpool. We need you to liven this up. So anyway, how many other guys get their characters to attend their panels? Okay? I don't know. Is this an 8th wall breakage? Anyway, so here's the deal. So literally nobody would look at my stuff. I get to DC Comics, and now I'm on the big boy side of the publisher, section. And DC, the guy from DC said, Rob, I will take these and look at these when I get home. We're always looking for new talent, but I'm not going to do anything here. And so I'm going to do a dramatic reenactment, because I'm in the building right now where I was hired. A gentleman named Mark Grunwald, he passed away about 20-some years ago, maybe a little longer than that, 24 years ago. He was reviewing portfolios. I was in a line about as long as these chairs, and I had my samples, and I didn't want to wait in line. I kept trying to get out of line with my friend Hank, who's in all your DC Comics, who will verify this story, Hank and Alls. I said, Rob, come on, stay here. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? So I kept going, inching up, and I gave my samples. And the great thing about these Youngblood samples is as a kid, I had watched other people give their samples to other editors, and I always heard the editors say, look, there's nothing for me to hire you on. You got 2 guys fighting in the clouds. I'm not going to hire you on that. I need to see people talking, interaction, drama, facial expressions. These Youngblood samples were completely without action. It was a new character auditioning to be part of the team. His suit malfunctions. One of the Youngblood guys jumps over the desk, kind of scolds him, sends him on his way. The guy gets angry. Then the rest of the team goes to the gym, works out. They're all talking as they're doing superhero workouts. An alarm sounds, and they all hear the alarm, and they rush out, and that's the only action. But it was a lot of faces, a lot of discussions. Mark Grunwald shuffles these like a deck of cards. Then he shuffles it again. He stares, and I, to this day, okay, I'm getting ready for my dramatic reenactment. Pull those pants up. All right, he's sitting, I'm standing, but this is now, for what I see, he rises from his chair, and in my head, I hear music. Oh, because across the table comes out an arm, like the $6 million man, and he goes, welcome to Marvel Comics, you're hired. And I go, what? Like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yes, you are hired. These are great. We're going to get a story to you when I get back to New York. We are excited to have you on board. And I'm like, is this a dream? And I'm going to tell you, the drive up to San Jose with my buddy to spend the night, that felt like 8 hours. Like 8 hours felt like a year in the car. On the way home, I distinctly remember I was kind of like a dog, with my head out the window because Hank drove, my tongue out. I was so excited. I'm working in comics. I got hired. So then, and you can thank Mark. He was a good guy. He passed away. And I'll just tell you, I'll segue to something very, very mean and awful. I got into a business, obviously, that it has rumors and innuendo and terrible lies. And this guy, I will just call him a massive jerk, named Sean Howe, Howe.